Hi there, I'm Tara Kestner. Welcome to beautiful Western Michigan. We're here on the banks of the Thornapple River. Today's class has a lot of physicality to it. You're going to feel like you actually got a little bit of a workout and a stretch all at the same time. I hope you like it. If you do, I'd love it if you click that subscribe box below and join the channel so that you can get notifications anytime we post a new yoga video. We're going to start out seated today, so find a comfortable way to sit. Close down your eyes and take a nice slow breath in. And exhale it out slow. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. And we're going to do a little bit of square breathing, or 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, 4 counts out, 4 counts hold. 3 rounds. I'll count you through them. Go ahead and exhale the air out. And inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, relax. Let your breath go back to its natural pace and rhythm. When you're ready, begin to blink your eyes open. I'm going to slide the left hand out to the side. Lean into it. Sweep the right arm up, up, up. Find some length on the right side. You can reach over. You can bend into that elbow. And on the exhale, bring it back up. Let's slide the right hand out to the side. Reach. Left hand straight up. You can drape the arm into it. You can get lower. Take a breath in. And let it go. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Walk your hips up a little closer. Bring your hands behind you. Sit up tall. Maybe lift your butt up and put it back down. And maintaining that height in your spine, bring your hands to the fronts of your shins. Take a breath in as you sit up tall. And as you exhale, lean forward. Let it go. Let's do that again. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lean into it, bound angle. One more time, inhale, sit up tall. Lean into it on the exhale, and this time stay. Let your head drop, close your eyes, and breathe. And slowly sit it on up. And cross at the ankles. Bring your feet in close, or you can leave them out if that's not comfortable for you. Slide your right hand behind you. Your left hand's going to come across and onto your knee. Seated twist. Look around behind you. Take one breath here. Exhale slow. And then inhale back through the center. Exhale as you look to the left. Set yourself up. Take a breath in, sit up tall. Exhale, look around behind you, seated twist. And bring it back to the front. We're going to walk the hands forward, leaning forward. You can stay right up here on your hands, sitting up tall, or you can really walk it out and get low, come down onto your forearms. Now walk the hands back. Whatever foot is in front, move the other one in front. And let's do that again. Lean forward and then take it as deep as you want to. You can walk the hands out and get really low, or you can stay up here. Take one breath in and exhale, let it go. Slowly walk it on up. Let's come on over to all fours. Coming into cat and cow. Just kind of rock it out a little bit. Now drop your belly, lift your face, breath in. Exhale, round it out. Oh, cat stretch. Inhale, back to cow pose. Exhale, round it out to cat stretch. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Stay up in this cat stretch and kind of lean left and right. If there's any sticky spots in your back, find them. And then come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands over to the right. Place your left hand on top. Kind of interlace your fingers together. Begin to sink your hips back. Let your head gently drop down. Take a big slow breath in here. Blow it out. And back up through the center. We'll walk the hands through. Over to the left. Right hand on top of left. Interlace the fingers. Sink the hips back. And let your head drop. Big slow inhale. Big exaggerated exhale. And bring it back up. We're going to walk the hands forward, lean forward and lower down onto your belly. And your feet are about hip distance apart. Slide your hands out onto the floor. You can stay on flat hands or come up onto the fingertips, making a right bend at the elbows. With the inhale, peel the chest up. Push the floor away. And on the exhale, lower it back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, lower down. And one more. Inhale. Bring it on up. This time we'll hold. Look to the right. Let your shoulder dip a little. Look around behind you. Bring it back to the center. Look to the left. Back to the center. And lower it on down. Let's bring the hands down and slide them in next to your ribs. So your thumbs are touching the sides of your ribs. Your elbows are in tight. Your hands feel a little further back maybe than you're used to. And take a nice low cobra pose here. As you inhale, peel the chest up. No weight in the hands. And as you exhale, lower it back down. Kind of come a little higher this time using the hands. So as you peel up, gentle press into the hands. And pause, and as you exhale, lower it all back down. A little bigger this time. On the inhale, peel it up. Come up a little higher, and if you're able to, begin to straighten out your arms. Let your hips pop up if they want to. This is a modified upward facing dog. And slowly lower it all back down. Push yourself up and off the mat. Walk your knees up under you. Take them a little wide and sink back to child's pose. Slide the hands up towards the top of the mat. Drop your head. Take a few breaths here. Big slow inhales and big slow exhales. We're going to put all of those poses together. Not all of them, just the three main ones. We're going to do it as a little bit of a flow. So we'll start in all fours or tabletop, whatever you call it. Come to all fours. Nice level spine. Take an inhale to cow. Drop your belly. As you exhale, lean the chest forward, bend the elbows and lower down onto the mat. On the inhale, that modified up dog, whatever height you want to take it. And as you exhale, keep the elbows in tight and lower back down. This time as you inhale, come to cat stretch. Lift the center of the back, drop your head. And then as you exhale, sink back to child's pose. Let's do that again. Come to tabletop. On the inhale, cow. As you exhale, lean it forward and lower it down. Inhale, modified upward facing dog. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push it up through cat stretch. And on your exhale, sink it back to child's pose. One more time. Come to all fours. Inhale to cow. Exhale, lean it forward and lower. Inhale, modified up dog. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to cat stretch. Exhale to child's pose. And then bring it back up to all fours. Tuck your toes under. Drop your head, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take your feet wider than the mat and press down into those heels. Drop your head, looking at your knees, tucking chin into chest. Now bring your feet just onto the mat, little toes close to the edge, and press into those heels there. Notice if there's a difference. And then we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart and press into the heels. Here, push the mat away with your hands. Begin to walk your feet up towards your wrists. And sit your hips back and down. Let your belly find the tops of your thighs. Fold yourself in half. And keep reaching back with your tailbone here, trying to get into the belly of the hamstring. Now let's take a halfway lift. Begin to slide the hands up the fronts of the shins, straightening out the legs as you go. Looking out beyond your mat and flattening out your back. Bend your knees and slide back down. Hands back to the mat. Let's step it back to down dog. Lower to the knees. And we're going to put all of that together. All that we've learned. On the inhale, cow pose. As you exhale, lean it forward and lower down. Inhale, modified upward facing dog. Exhale, slow descent down. Inhale to cat stretch. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale to downward facing dog. Exhale as you walk it to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat as you step back and come to all fours. One more time through. Inhale to cow. Exhale, lean it forward, lower it down. Inhale for the last time, modified up dog. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, cat stretch. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, roll it on up to downward facing dog. As you blow it out, walk it to the top. With the inhale, take a halfway lift. With the exhale, a forward fold. Steady yourself here as you step back to downward facing dog. Pausing in this down dog, pushing the ground away, lifting the tailbone, and drawing the belly button into the spine. Now begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit your butt back, let your belly find your thighs ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows and hang over the legs. The sway is optional. If that feels good, do it. Otherwise, just hang here. And if you're swaying, fade the momentum and become still in the center. And drop the hands, drag the hands up the fronts of the shins as you begin to round roll your way up to standing, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to reach up, mountain pose, rock around in your feet a little bit. And we're going to take a back bend. You can just reach back with hands at shoulder distance apart, or you can separate them so you look more like a Y, or you can bend the elbows, lift the center of the chest, and really get into that back bend vibe. But whatever you've done, I would like you to remember it. We're going to call it back bend arms. There's going to be a callback to it. Then we'll reach it back up. Press the palms together and bring the hands down in front of your chest. Take your feet wide. Turn your toes out onto the floor. Heels remain on the mat. Begin to sit your hips back and down. Not too far, because you'll thank me later. Trust me. So you can keep your hands classic yoga, prayer position, or two soft fists with the forearms parallel. It's up to you. With a big inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Take those back bend arms on the exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sit it down. Squat. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend arms. Inhale up. Exhale, sit it down. One more time. Inhale. Take it up tall. Exhale, back bend arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit back into that squat. Interlace your fingers together, flip your palms forward, drop your head and reach back with your tailbone a little more. Now with the inhale, straighten your legs, palms to the sky. Release your fingers, now bend your elbows and bring them down and back, rotating those shoulder blades, opening the chest. Inhale, reach it up, rehook the fingers. As you exhale, sit it back into that squat. Inhale up, exhale, elbows down and back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squat it down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, elbows down and back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, back to that squat. Drop your fingertips to the ground. Sink your butt a little lower. Stay on your fingertips here. Now with an inhale, straighten your legs and drop your head. As you exhale, sink back into that Malasana squat. Inhale, lift your hips, drop your head. Exhale, sink back to that squat as you look up. One more time. And exhale, slowly bring it down here. Now we're going to come into Malasana squat. You can come up a little higher, rest your elbows on your knees, or giving the elbows to the inside of the knees, palms to touch. We're going to hold here. Take a breath. One more big slow breath here. Inhale and exhale. And begin to drop your fingertips down, lift your hips up and out of that, and gently sway from side to side to flush some fresh blood back into the hip joints and the knees. Bring your feet back onto the mat. Begin to work them to about hip distance apart. Start to walk your hands forward all the way to the top as you lower down onto your knees and all fours. We'll come down onto our forearms. Grab opposite elbows, just get the spacing of your shoulders correct. And then press the palms together or interlace all the fingers. I'm going to come into a little bit of plank work, everybody's favorite. We'll start out in dolphin pose. Drop your head, tuck your toes under, lift one knee and then the other, and start to lift your hips up. Dolphin pose. It's like downward facing dog, but on your elbows. Now you can stay here if you're struggling with this a little bit, but if you want a little more of a challenge, look beyond your mat. Start to bring your chin out and over your hands and lower your hips, forearm plank. On the inhale, back up to dolphin. And on the exhale, level it off. Look beyond your mat, chin out. One more time, inhale up to dolphin. Exhale into forearm plank. Go ahead and lower down to your knees. Sink it back to child's pose. And take a little breather. And let's move into our second set. Come onto your forearms. Grab opposite elbows with the right forearm in front. Now press both hands, palms to the mat. Go ahead and straighten your legs out, tucking your toes. Drop your heels to the left, staggering your feet. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot, the inner edge of your right. Now drag that right arm out and sweep it up to the ceiling. For less, drop your left knee down. For more, stack the arches of the feet together. We're all going to reach, 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 look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly bring that on down. Let's reset ourselves for the other side. So this time the left forearm is going to be in front. Palms are flat on the mat. Extend the legs out long. Drop the heels to the right. Stagger the feet to start. Look left and drag that left arm out. For less, drop that right knee down. For more, stack the arches of the feet together. Steady yourself here. Lift your hips. 10 count hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Come down onto your belly. Grab opposite elbows. Rest your forehead on your forearms. And rock the hips out. When we finish this little torturous section in a forearm plank hold. So go ahead and come back to all fours on your forearms. Once again, you can press the palms in prayer or you can interlace the fingers. I like to interlace the fingers and press the outer edge of my hand into the mat. Extend the legs out long. Tuck your toes under. Bring your shoulders right over the elbows. Gaze out beyond your mat. Push through your heels. Draw that energy up into your core and hold. And breathe. There's 10 seconds. There's 20 seconds. Stay with me for 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Lower your knees, lower down. Take your right hand to the left side and slide your left hand over to the right. So your arms are crossed with the right arm in front. Take your feet a little wider and relax your head down. Now look to your right and rest your head down on your forearm. Begin to roll onto your left hip. Leave your feet where they are. Drag that hand out from under your head. Find a way to rest your head and then reach the right arm up. So your left arm is laying out, your right arm is reaching for the ceiling. And then you're just going to let that hand drift behind you, opening up the front of that right chest. You can bend your right knee, or you can start to slide the straight leg up closer to your left hand for more leverage in the low back. Starfish pose. And slowly roll that back and onto your belly. This time, the left arm will be in front. The right arm will be closer to your body. You'll rest your head down. Your feet are hip distance apart. Look to your left. And then begin to roll onto your right hip. Now drag that arm out of there. And sweep it on up. Your left arm is reaching for the ceiling, your right arm is out. And then you can let that hand drift back. Yes, you're going to roll off your mat. You can bend your elbow. You're just opening up the front of that left shoulder where the pec attachment is. You can bend your right knee, or your left knee, I'm sorry, for less, the top one. Or you can stretch that leg out long, get more leverage in your low back in the twist. And then we'll slowly roll it back onto our bellies. Bring our hands under us and push ourselves back up to all fours. Walk your knees up under you. Tuck your toes. Drop your head, lift your hips. Back into downward facing dog. Let's walk the feet up towards the wrists. When you get there, take a halfway lift just to reset yourself. Inhale, slow, nice flat back, nice straight legs. Exhale, fold into a forward fold. Bend your knees, take your arms wide and rise up to standing. Reaching up, pressing the palms, bringing the hands down and through. We're going to move into tree pose. So step into your left foot and just kind of sidle that right heel up, park it right up against the inside of that ankle. Now bend your left knee, softening in the knee, soften your foot. Keep your hip within the framework of your body. So you can swing your arm freely. Find a spot to look at. I like to look at the floor. You can slide the foot up onto the calf below the knee, or you can take the foot higher above the knee, but never on the knee. The knee is designed to go forward and back, not side to side. Hands can be in front of your chest or your belly, or you can reach up overhead and take 2 breaths wherever you are. As you finish that breath, bring your hands down. Bring your right knee forward. Step into that right foot, and before you lose your nerve, move right into tree on the other side. Slide that left foot up. Always start here so you can really soften out that right foot. Check in with the right hip. Make sure it isn't cocking out to the side. And then slide the foot up onto the calf. People who have better low centers of gravity, center of balance is lower, you're going to enjoy this pose a lot more. My center of balance is a little higher, so I enjoy the higher version. It's easier for me. You take the one that works for you. Find that spot to rest your gaze. Find an arm position that you like. And take 2 breaths. Woo. As you finish that breath, bring the knee forward, step it on down. Let's take a nice big breath as we sweep the arms up overhead and swan dive down on the exhale. Walk the feet back to downward facing dog, where we start this last moving sequence. We'll start on the right side. Begin by lifting the right leg up behind you. Now we're going to swing the knee in and move it towards your left elbow. Now kick your foot out onto the floor. So it's like a side plank with your lower leg extended. You can stay right here, or you can lift up your left hand and reach for the ceiling, fallen star. Slowly bring that on down. Hug your knee back into your chest and kick your leg back up into that 3-legged dog. This time, swing the knee in, step the foot down, and gently lower that back knee to the mat. From here, we'll sweep the arms wide and reach up overhead. Low lunge, the hands straight up, gaze straight ahead, or crescent lunge, looking up and reaching back. Your choice. Press the palms together and bring the hands down in front of the chest. Draw back, straightening out that front leg. Your left elbow is either going to come and rest on top of this thigh or to the outside of that thigh. Now just let your knee move back forward. Look to the side, look to your right. Option is stay right here or to lift the back knee to make it a little more challenging. Take a breath. We'll all bring the hands back in front of the chest, fingertips to the ground. Steadying yourself here, maybe moving the back foot in a little bit, or leave it right where it is. We're moving to high lunge. Begin to reach the arms up and overhead. High lunge, arms up overhead, gaze level. Or crescent lunge, reaching back and looking up. Your choice. Take a breath in here. And here's the call back. As you exhale, take your back bend arms, whatever they were, in that first sequence. Inhale, reach it up. Now we're going to drop this right hand down. Reach the left hand straight out from your chest, and then swing this arm up behind you if you're able to. If not, put it on your hip. Twisted lunge. Now let's put this back hand in your imaginary back pocket. Look back forward and lift this left hand up. As you look up, reach up, gently pushing that hip forward. Slowly float that left hand down to the ground. Look to the right. Take your hand out of your pocket and reach up into revolved lunge. Bring that hand on down. Drop your head so you can see your back foot. Spin it flat to the mat. And with the inhale, big trip, reverse warrior. Here we go. Let's bring that left arm up, up, up. Let it float down onto your back leg, and then reach up with the right. Reverse warrior. From reverse warrior side angle, just melt that forearm down to let it rest on your front leg. Sweep your arm up, over, or if you want a little more, right hand to the mat. From here, we'll come to warrior two. Vertical spine, level arms, sink into that front leg. In case you hadn't guessed, this is the lunge sequence. And then when you're ready, hands to the mat, framing that front foot. We're going to drop the back knee, work the right foot over to the edge, runner's lunge, shifting forward and back. Big toe is pointed straight ahead, little toe is hanging off the edge of the mat. And then settle in here. For less, bring your forearm up to rest on your knee. For more, walk your hands forward and bend your elbows and lower down. Find the runner's lunge that works for you. One last breath here. And then begin to bring it on back, coming back to all fours. And from all fours to downward facing dog. So we can do that all on the other side. So this time we'll lift the left leg up behind us. Three-legged dog, roll your ankle a bit. Then bring your knee in towards your chest. Knee towards your right elbow and kick your foot out to rest on the floor. Stay here or lift the right hand up, lift your hips up, fallen star. Bring it on down. We'll curl that knee back in and kick it back up behind us, three-legged dog. And then swing the knee in, step the foot down, gently lower that back knee to the mat. Once you've settled yourself in on a nice slow inhale, rise up. Crescent moon, reaching up. This low lunge or crescent moon. Press the palms together, bring the hands down in front of your chest, draw back, straightening out that front leg. Look left, right elbow rests on top or to the outside. Now, just let your body do the rest. Let your knee come forward, let it bring your shoulder with it. All you've got to do is look left. Option to challenge yourself, tucking the back toe, lifting the back knee. And then bring the hands to the chest, fingertips to the ground, lift up your back knee if you haven't already. Maybe slide that back foot forward a bit. With an inhale, rise up to high lunge. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, your back bend arms, whatever they were. Inhale, reach it back up. Left arm drops down by your side. Right arm reaches out in front of your chest. Look to the left. Swing that back arm up behind you. Vertical twist. Put your back hand in your imaginary back pocket. Reach the right arm up, 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 up. And with a big, slow exhale, float that hand down to the ground. Look to the left. Take your hand out of your pocket and reach for the ceiling revolve lunge. And then slowly lower that down. Drop your head. Look at your back foot. Spin it flat to the mat. With a big, slow inhale, reverse warrior. Just draw a big rainbow with that right arm. And then reach the left hand up. And when you're ready, side angle, just kind of melt forward, letting your forearm come to rest on your front leg. Reaching up, reaching over, option. Or for more challenge, bring the left hand to the mat, sinking into that front knee a little deeper. Warrior 2 is next. Bring it on up. Vertical spine, arms parallel to the ground, sink into that front leg because it's tired. And then bring the hands to the mat. Dropping your back knee, runner's lunge. Work your foot all the way over. Shift around until the bones line themselves up in the joints. And then take the shoulders higher for less and lower for more. Settle in here, let your head drop, close your eyes, and just sink into that resistance. Don't try to push through it, just sink in. Finish the breath that you are on. And as you do, come back to all fours. We are going to work through that more as a flow this time. One thing to the next, just adding a little coordination to the whole mix here. So tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. With an inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, fallen star, bring the knee down towards the left elbow, kick the foot out. As you inhale, fallen star. As you exhale, lower it down. Inhale, curl the knee in and kick it up into the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, swing the knee in, step the foot to the mat, and lower your back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms wide as you rise up. Press the palms together as you exhale, bring the hands down. Straighten out that front leg, left elbow hooks, and then blow it out as you let that knee come forward. Option to lift the back knee on an inhale and exhale here. Hands to the center of the chest, fingers to the mat, lift the back knee if it isn't already up, and with a big strong inhale, high lunge. On the exhale, back bend arms. Inhale, reach, look to the right, and blow it out as you twist. Hand in the back pocket, inhale, sweep the left hand high. Exhale, float the hand to the mat. On the inhale, revolved lunge, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring that hand down, spin the back foot flat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, hands to the mat. Drop your back knee. Work your foot over. This time, turn your toes out onto the wood floor, or onto the floor. I don't know if it's wood. Left hand forward. Right hand is going to come around behind the calf, and your thumb is going to come near your little toe. So you're pressing your forearm into the calf and begin to lean forward. It's called lizard pose, right? So that's why this left hand is out in front of you more. Option to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Like a lizard. I don't know if a lizard walks this way. Frankly, it's very inefficient if they do. But that's what it's called. So take a breath in here. And then we'll lower it on down. Final flow sequence. Coming to all fours, coming to down dog. Let's work through that one last time. This time on the left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring that knee in and kick the foot through. Inhale, fallen star. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, curl the knee in. Kick it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, swing the knee in, step the foot down. Lower the back knee. Inhale, arms wide as you reach up tall. Press the palms and blow it out as you bring the hands down. Draw back, straightening the leg, elbow to the thigh or the outside of the knee, and then blow it out as you look left let the knee come forward. Inhale to tuck the toe and lift the back knee option. Exhale here. Bring the hands to the center and then to the mat. Lift the back knee if it's not already. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, back bend arms. Inhale, reach it up. Look to your left and twist it out. Put your hand in your back pocket. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, slowly float that hand down. Stay in control. Inhale, look left. Revolve lunge. Exhale, lower it. Drop your head. Spin your back foot flat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat. Drop that back knee. Right hand up and turn it out. Turn the toes out onto the floor. Bring that left hand around behind. Put your thumb near your little piggy toe. Stay right here, leaning forward in this lizard lunge. Or tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee up, and lean it forward as if you were going to walk like a lizard. And then we'll slowly bring ourselves back down to all fours. We're going to finish what I call pigeon in 3 acts. So we'll start by bringing the right knee forward and drop to your right hip. And if you fell off your mat, get back on. It's the only way to learn. Then we'll bring that front leg forward as parallel as you can comfortably get it to the front edge of the mat, and always adjusting this back leg wherever it needs to be. If your foot needs to be a little closer, that's okay. The first fold is going to be walking the hands out in front of the calves and lowering down here. Now you can go lower, or you can stay up a little higher. It's whatever works for you. Take 3 slow breaths. And start to make your way up after that third breath. This is my favorite position of the set. It's to walk the hands over. Your belly is going to come right down on your thigh. It's really going to open up this outer hip. So lean it forward. Walk the hands out. Get as low as you can, really pressing the outside of that right thigh into the ground. Gentle flex in that front foot. If you're feeling anything in your knee that's unpleasant, and breathe. And start to bring it on up. You can stay in any one of these positions longer, because I'd like to have stayed there for a while, but let's move on to the third set so I can show you what it is. Walk your hands more to the right. You'll start to feel it a little bit in the hip flexor in the back, and you can stay up on your hands, or you can lower down, drop your head, close your eyes, and breathe. And slowly make your way on up. And we're going to come to all fours again. So we can gently kick that right leg behind you, just letting the blood flush back into your hip and your ankle and your knee. And then we'll set that up on the other side. So this time left knee slides forward, drop onto your left hip. Arrange your legs. And think about bringing this front leg parallel to the short edge of the mat. If you can't get it, because I really am not super comfortable with it completely parallel, I bring my foot a little closer. Do what feels good. All right, the first fold is over the calf and the shin. So walk it forward, lower down, sink down in, wiggle around, get yourself in there, and then take those 3 slow breaths. And after that third breath, just lazily make your way up. Walk your hands to the left, folding over the thigh, letting your belly hopefully rest on that leg, lowering down, drop your head, close your eyes, and breathe. Focus on your exhale. Finish this breath. Bring yourself up. Hands to the left. Take it into any place that feels good. Stay up tall or lower down. And when you're ready, lazily make your way on up. This time we'll sit back and extend the legs out in front of us. Slap them out a little bit. And when you're ready, come onto your back. As you come onto your back, you can hug the knees in and rock it out, or you can leave your feet on the mat and rock your knees from side to side. And we're going to drop the arms out to the side. Drop your knees over to the right. Just lazy, just let them go the way they want. Don't try to hold any structure to them. Now look to your left and do whatever you need to do to anchor that left arm down. And that may mean lowering it a little bit, but you want your forearm firmly anchored on the ground. Once you've got that position, rock your head back to the right so you're looking in the same direction of your knee as your knees. Just feel that big space between your ear and the shoulder, opening up the front of the pec on the left side. Close your eyes. Take some slow breaths. And then we'll look back up at the ceiling, lift your left knee. Bring your right knee up, protect your low back, drop your knees over to the left. And once they've arranged themselves over there, you'll look back to your right. And you'll do whatever you need to do to anchor this forearm down. That may mean bringing it down lower. But once it's anchored firmly on the ground, rock your head to the left. And each exhale, sinking that right shoulder blade back to the ground. And that big opening through the bicep, or through the glenoid socket on the shoulder, and then rolling into the pec on the right side. Finally, lift up that right knee. Let the left knee follow it up. Hug the knees in. Option to lift your head. Bring your forehead towards your knees. We'll squeeze everything in tight. Take one slow breath in. And as you exhale, final relaxation. Stretch your legs out long or bring your feet to the mat and drop your knees in towards each other. Lift your chest and adjust your shoulder blades. Let your hands rest on your belly or just take up some real estate, dropping the arms out. You worked hard. You deserve to rest. And begin to deepen your breath. Take in some air and blow it out through pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle. Maybe a quiet little sigh to yourself. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and gently rock your head. Bend your knees and walk your feet onto the mat if they're not already, and allow your knees to rock from side to side. And then when your knees rock to the right the next time, go ahead and roll to your right side. And get comfortable here. Stack your knees. You can use your arm as a pillow or cradle your head in your hands. Close your eyes and just rest for a few slow breaths. Whenever you feel ready, blink your eyes open, lazily push yourself on up into a comfortable seated position. As you get here, interlace your fingers together, flip your palms forward, lower your head, take one slow breath in. Release your hands on the exhale, bring them around behind you, lean back. As you inhale, lift the center of your chest, push the floor away. And as you exhale, sit up tall. One last breath in as you sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Press the palms together and slowly bring your hands down center line. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.